So, an amazing video. And now I give over to John.
Hi
John,
guys,
please.
very good evening. I hope you can all hear me well. Can the co-host just confirm that you can hear me well? Yeah, brilliant. Okay, just going to go ahead and share my screen. Just know again, once you can see my screen, that'll be nice.
Absolutely, we can
You're
see
seeing
it.
this, yeah. We see it.
Perfect. So, welcome every guys. Sorry, not a good start. Again, welcome everybody to tonight's once a week English presentation of Sourceless. Yeah, we are like every Wednesday going to bring you Sourceless a little bit closer, explain to you what we're all about, what kind of technologies Sourceless has to offer. And yeah, I'd say we get right into it. So like I just said, Sourceless is the name of the company we're going to be talking about today. We are a US fintech company based out of Delaware. And our CEO's name is Alexandru Stratulat. I will introduce Alexandru a little bit closer and in more detail to you just later in this slide. But for now, we continue. So Sourceless is actually valued at over 2 billion US dollars by two of the top four auditing companies. And these audits should go public very soon. Just a little bit of context of what that figure of $2 billion actually means. Once a company has been valued at $1 billion or higher, that actually makes that company carry the status of a unicorn title, which in theory is quite simple. It just means that the company gets a lot more media attention and investors are much more keen to invest into the company rather than when a company doesn't have that valuation and that title. The IPO, meaning that the company Sourceless will go live on the NASDAQ in the first half of 2025. And 6 US patents protect the technology that I'm going to be speaking about today in this first half of the presentation. And yeah, very keen for that. So I told you I'm going to introduce Alexandru a little bit closer to you. He's a Romanian national and he's the CEO and founder of Sourceless. He's also an expert in blockchain and distributed ledger technology. And as you can read here, it says he's contributed heavily to the development of Ethereum. And he was actually leading one of 7 teams in Romania back in the day during the development of Ethereum. And during that time, as you might expect, he's obviously gathered an immense amount of knowledge about Ethereum and about all of the things that kind of go hand in hand with that. And yeah, so on a personal note, he's a very kind and very hardworking man. And if I was to describe his ability in one sentence, I would just merely say that he's an absolute master in his of his craft. Yeah, I've met him a couple of times and he's a very, very kind and hardworking man. And it's very great to have somebody leading this company who's got that many years of experience. And he's obviously taken now around 10 years, I believe, all the experience that he's had and kind of channeled that into Sourceless, which is obviously a great advantage to have at this stage. Moving on, as you can see, we've got some problems in the current Web 2. The current Web 2 actually, and give me a second here. I've got a little bit of a there you go. So the issues we have in the current Web 2 is that users don't own their own data, it says here. But first of all, I want to just explain to you what Web 2 actually means. So Web 2 is always when we log into the internet with www or HTTPS. So it's the internet that we all know today. Whenever you're online in Safari or Google Chrome, this is when you're using a Web 2 browser. So users don't own their own data. Domains can only be rented, meaning that even the big players like Mercedes-Benz or YouTube, when you have www.mercedes-benz.com, Mercedes-Benz, the company, doesn't actually own that domain, right? It can only be rented in the current Web 2. So there's no property that you can acquire in today's internet. Also, many issues are viruses and phishing, identity theft, data tracking, and hacker attacks. I think all those 4 kind of fall into one category. And I think many people, if not all people, at some point in their life have been the victim and affected by one of these issues that we have in the internet today, where people steal your credit card information or something of the sorts. So you've got no control, no privacy and security, and no property, which are all, in my opinion, extremely negative points that we have in today's internet. But to every problem, there's obviously a solution, and our solution is quite vast. And starting, I want to just bring you a little bit closer to our STR domains. And an STR domain is actually the first domain that you will actually own in your life. You're going to be able to own this. And STR is actually, so just to explain to you what STR domain actually means, STR are the first 3 letters of our CEO Alexandru Stratulat's last name. So this STR domain is going to be certified of ownership with a WNFT, WNFT standing for Web NFT. And yeah, so like I said, this is the first domain that you will actually own. And this is obviously a big difference to the internet that we use today. We also, so Sourceless have also developed the first and only Web3 browser. So explain a little bit what a Web3 browser is. The internet we use today, that we're using right now, when you're on Safari or you're on Google Chrome or whatever, the data all gets sent to servers, right? There's big server hubs that the data all gets sent to. The data can be tampered with, it can be intercepted, and these are obviously also leads back to the issues that I was explaining earlier with data theft and everything. But in a Web3 browser, the difference is that it's peer-to-peer. Every single person using this browser, using this internet, acts as their own server. So, and just alone, our Web3 browser, by the auditing, has been valued at around $100 million. And there's many companies and people who actually claim that they have some sort of Web3 browser, but this is absolutely false. There has not been a fully functioning standalone Web3 browser till this day. There might be some companies or some organizations that have a kind of compatibility with the Web3, but not a standalone browser. We are definitely and 100% the first to have developed that. The next point is the RSAI. I will actually explain the RSAI a little bit later in the presentation, because there's some more points that kind of go into the RSAI that I want to incorporate in one go, so it's better understandable. You will also be able to take advantage of an offshore account with your own personal IBAN. You will be able to do transfers to all currencies in real time and without fees. What exactly that means, I'll also get into a little bit deeper. We've incorporated a hybrid exchange, a HEX, where you can, obviously you see here crypto and fiat being a hybrid exchange. You can send crypto there, you can send fiat there, fiat being our household currencies that we know, like euros, yen, dollars, what have you. And you can there interchange them, swap them, and vice versa from crypto to fiat and fiat back to crypto. And so that's what a hybrid exchange is. There's going to be integrated a decentralized multi-chain wallet. You're going to also have magnetic addresses. I'll also explain better what that is. And we actually have the fastest blockchain in the world. So you see, this is also same as with the Web3 browser. This is a new industry standard that we are setting, right? So fastest blockchain in the world, and you see TPMS. What does TPMS stand for? TPMS stands for transactions per millisecond, whereas the standard that was active until today was TPS, transactions per second. So worlds faster, this blockchain, which is, again, a kind of new standard in the industry that Sourceless is setting, and also obviously falls under the technologies I was mentioning earlier. But the good news continue, because you will also be able to take advantage of virtual credit cards, which are going to be compatible with Apple Pay and Google Pay, which is obviously great because you can just have it on your phone. You've got your cards on your phone and can pay via that. But you will also be able to acquire physical versions of these physical credit cards with a daily limit of up to $25,000, which is absolutely mind-blowing, because that is a limit that I also believe in any crypto cards or anything out there doesn't exist, because I know that I have a few examples of, for example, crypto.com cards. They have also a $25,000 limit, but that's monthly. Once you've spent that, you're done for the month. And with us, with these physical and virtual cards, it's $25,000 per day, and every day at midnight it resets, and then you can spend again. So that's insane. Anybody can do with that amount. So amazing there. Again, so now a 512-bit military-grade encryption using our own proprietary programming language. So I'm going to break this down a little bit and explain what each of these segments mean. 512-bit military-grade encryption is the encryption level of the entire system, right? So just to give you a little bit of context, Bitcoin has a 256 grade encryption, and Bitcoin is said to be absolutely unhackable, right? There is some suggestions that in 10 years or 15 years, some quantum computer may be able to hack the Bitcoin blockchain, but I personally doubt that. And with a 512-bit military-grade encryption, you can see and think to yourself what it would take to be able to crack that. So that's not really possible. On top of that, though, also comes, as you see here, using proprietary programming language, and this is actually an in-house programming language. So this is not something that's been taken off the shelf. This is something that by our developers has been written in-house and developed for Sourceless. So this is not something that anybody else has access to and could tamper with. So an extremely high grade of security that we are using. You're going to be required to do a KYC. KYC is very simple. KYC standing for Know Your Customer. It is just going to be to upload a passport photo or a utility bill, a proof of address, something along the lines of that, and a picture of yourself to prove that you are indeed the person that the passport is related to. So very, very, very simple. Now we move on to STR Talk, which is extremely interesting. So you see STR Talk, and behind it in brackets Zoom, and it says for up to 1 million participants. And yeah, so it says in brackets behind Zoom, not because it has anything directly to do with Zoom, but I would describe STR Talk of kind of a hybrid between Zoom and WhatsApp. I believe for Zoom, the maximum amounts of participants that I'll be able to load it onto one call is 1,000. And I think the price point of that is quite hefty as well, at over $1,000 annually. But yeah, so it's a video conferencing platform, STR Talk is, and it's open to up to 1 million people. And these STR online conferences can be translated into 90 languages simultaneously in real time. And this is where we come to the RSAI, which I mentioned earlier. I'm going to explain to you. And so you see here now, you make an STR conference, an STR Talk conference, and you have it up to for 1 million people. And this RSAI can translate this call into 90 languages. So all the main languages are covered, obviously. So this would mean if, for example, now my dear colleague Sandra her first language was French, she could be listening to this call in French in real time, even though I'm speaking English, or in Arabic, or in English, in German, or any one of the 90 languages. So I think I know there's a big upswing in AI at the moment, what's coming out everywhere, but I don't think there is anything that has the ability at the moment to do something like this in real time. To translate in real time and it working absolutely flawlessly. So that's again a very, very good bit of technology there, which moves us on to Ccoin Finance, a revolution in the financial world. And Ccoin Finance, I believe, also has, by the audits that Sourceless has acquired, been valued at $1 billion. So just Ccoin Finance, what we speak about now, and what you see here on your screen now. You see deposit crypto, deposit fiat, you see in the top right. And this is where we get again into the hex, into the hybrid exchange. So this hybrid exchange again is a platform where you are able to send your crypto, you're able to send also your fiat currency, your euros, your dollars, your rubles, whatever you have, and you can interchange them there. So you can switch Bitcoin to euros, you can switch euros to Bitcoin or to whatever cryptocurrency. So I do believe it's 30 different cryptocurrencies until now, and around 30 different fiat currencies. So again, all the main ones are covered that you can switch and intertwine with. So very, very good. See here the hybrid exchange. It says instant transfers between Ccoin partners and transfers in milliseconds and 100% free of charge. But what does that actually mean? Many people ask me, and it means exactly what it says. It means that when you are a part of the Ccoin Finance network, you are able to do transfers to anybody within the Ccoin Finance network in milliseconds. So your transfers that you send, whether it be Bitcoin, whether it be euros, are there in an instant, and it's 100% free of charge. There's no cap where from 1,000 or 10,000 respectively in any currency, you have to start paying fees or you're charged anything. It is 100% free of charge. Yeah, so there's no catch to it. That's it. And yeah, this is again, I mean, there's so many problems in today's world, where with banks and everything, banks take absolutely ages to move funds around. If you want to send money from one bank to the other, you want to do just general bank transfers. First of all, it takes ages. The fees are immensely high. And the same also in the crypto world, fees are very, very high. I mean, there's some cases where you would do a $10 transaction of Ethereum and it costs you 20. And I always say I was never the best in mathematics, but that doesn't add up, right? So You have also in Ethereum these high fees, and in Bitcoin, and some Bitcoin transfers also take 6, 7, 8 hours. So, but here, this is a problem of the past. We've completely eradicated that problem because all these transfers will be able to be done 100% free of charge and in milliseconds, so instantaneously, which is, in my opinion, insanely great, and just from a technological standpoint, and a very good feature to have. So, but now I would like everyone to just take 1 second and think of how much this is all worth to you. So everything that we've just discussed, you discussed STR Talk, the credit cards, the hybrid exchange, Sequent Finance, obviously, as well, is one big thing that's incorporated into all this. And we've had mixed reviews from some people saying they'd pay $500 annually, or $1,000 annually, or $100 monthly subscription. But it's not all that bad. It's quite simple, and I'm not going to withhold it from you any longer. It's $99 once, right? So only $99 once. And again, I say it again because there's so many companies out there that do this, where they promote something at a price point and it's not actually true, right? Once you get in, there's hidden fees and charges, but we charge $99, and that's once. There's no hidden fees or continuing fees that are hidden behind that. So that is again, in our circles, we always say that's a no-brainer, right? To have this kind of service and to utilize all of these things for $99 is amazing, right? Just a brief outlook into the future. Within a maximum of 24 months, I can already disclose that it's going to be less than 24 months. Sorry, it's not going to take that long. Sourceless will go live with its own US patent, again, patent protected, blockchain-based internet via satellite. And I know that's quite a mouthful, but it's quite simple when you really think about it. It's internet, right? And it's just satellite-based. So satellites get shot up into space and into the orbit, and this creates an internet, and this is going to be accessible worldwide, cross-border, without roaming. It's going to be directly linked to everybody's STR domain at an estimated price point of $20 per month. So if you just think about that, I mean, I have an internet plan here. I pay, I think, 110 euros or something like that I pay a month just for my phone internet bill. And this obviously excludes roaming, right? Once I leave the country, I have roaming charges and everything, which are obviously so immensely high that it's absolutely ridiculous. So at a price point of $20 per month, worldwide internet, cross-border, completely without any additional roaming charges, again, is I think I don't have to dive any deeper into it, right? So, but our plan, right, and you will understand this a little bit later now when my colleague Alexandra continues the presentation. But our plan is to build 1 million distributors, right? So this is our plan, and in the next 12 to 18 months, and each distributor should gather 10 customers for this internet, right? To obviously also be able to earn commissions on this, obviously, to gather 10 customers, which I think with a product like this, I'll go here in my local supermarket and I'll get you 20, 30, 40, 50 customers in 30 minutes with something like this at this price point, right? But 1 million distributors, 10 customers each at a price point of $20 is 200 million US dollars, right? Every month, of which 50% of that income, of that turnover, goes straight back into the organization. And if you then kind of start to begin to understand what that means, when you have $100 million of residual income going back into the company, into the structure, that is, then you really start to understand what something like this can do and what this can kick loose, right? So I think that does it for my part for today. I will now give the word to my colleague Alexandra, and I thank you all very much for giving me the time, and see you next week.
John, thank you very much for your outstanding presentation of the company Sourceless. I even love that name, you know, Sourceless. I mean, if you think a little around on that name, what does that mean for us all? That's really great, outstanding. And now let me just turn on my desktop here, and I hope that works. Quite funny. Okay. Now, can you see now my desktop? Excellent.
Yes, we see it now. Yes.
Thank you very much. All right. Well, John, what did John do? John explained, first of all, what is Sourceless, an outstanding company with a huge amount. And of course, for my opinion, think so, that will be having such a great impact on the future of everybody on us, you know, with those products that company is developing and bringing on the market. We all have an outstanding, tremendous, huge advantage of business. And my role today is to show you how and what you can do. Meanwhile, what the company is doing for you, that you can build up your outstanding business. So let's get started. What does it mean to opening up your own business underneath the umbrella of a multi-billion corporation? The product itself, John explained it wonderful. It's outstanding. I think everybody totally agrees on that. And the point is, if you start a small business, nobody will recognize you from the beginning on. And here, all of you have that really great advantage to start your own business underneath the umbrella of a multi-billion corporation. Because why? Because as soon as this company will go out and will be listed at the NASDAQ in the States, then the entire media, television, newspaper, radio channels, everybody will report on it. And the people, they are curious. People will ask, where can I buy such a domain? And here's the solution, because people can buy the domains with you as a SASP affiliate partner, and people will be able to purchase domains with you. And now let's go a little bit into this compensation plan, and let me show you what you can do, how does it work for you, and what, of course, most important question is what you guys can earn. All right. So how to start? First of all, we learned a domain is only 99 bucks. I mean, $99 is not that huge amount. And with only $50 more, you are able to open your own shop, which is, for my opinion, really outstanding. What will you receive? You will receive your personalized landing page, your personalized domain shop, your back office for the entire sales management, where you can see your team, where you can see what turnover is coming in, all the supporting for billings and everything. That will be a 12-month support. And for us, running the business with that SASP, the Sourceless Affiliate Shop Program, they will charge us an annual renewal of $99, which is pretty fair for all the bookkeeping, what they do in the background. All right, so as soon as you have started, you have opened up, you have purchased your $149 package, including your domain and including your start, the rate for starting, for opening up your own shop. Of course, you have to fill up your shop with domains. Otherwise, people wouldn't be able to purchase them. So they have developed here quite a range of packages, which is really great, because for every personal wallet, for every personal portemonnaie, there is something in here. They have a starter package starting from $500, going up to the gold package, going up to even higher packages, up to $100,000. So, you know, if you're quite clever, that the best bargain you are doing or you are gaining is always in the best way how to purchase your domains, because that is the first way of income. And I tell you, we have 4 ways of outstanding income possibilities included in that SASP affiliate shop program system. All right, so everybody who is quite clever is going to purchase the domains for itself on a very cheap way, if possible, if you can afford it. The starter package here is including 6 domains, and you can see here the purchasing rate of $83.33. if you go up to the gold package, you have already included 71 domains with a purchasing price, for $70.42. So let's go on. I show you what are the big packages. The platinum package here is already including a matching bonus. I will come back to those matching bonuses in 2 minutes, but let me just give you the advantage here. You can see that the purchasing rate of these bigger packages is going down. So your own winning, your own turnover, your shop turnover, it will be much higher if you purchase much lower. So, of course, that $100,000 package is the best you can bargain, but I understand absolutely if not everybody can afford it. You can also start with a small package, but I would at least suggest to go in one of those packages, what you can see here, because of the matching bonus which is included, and I'm going to explain it right now. Your start. Let's go from the beginning. What you need is to get your complete ready-made business model is a $149 for your enrollment, for your assignment. You get your own domain package, and you get your $50 for your shop. And of course, you need to fulfill your shop with a package, and you can start obviously from $500 onwards. Now we have 4 ways of income. The first you already learned, we have that selling of the personal domains. One domain is always $99. And as soon as you will proceed to give away, to give out your shop landing page, then people are going to purchase those domains on or inside your shop for $99. So we have 3 more ways of income. And for those upcoming 3 more ways, you have to understand that $1 US turnover is now calculated with 0.8 points. It does not apply your shop seller. Let's go into details. First, we got that $99 per personal domain sold through your shop. Now, second, you will receive a direct bonus on every domain package purchased by your personally recruited partners. What does that mean? That means I'm absolutely excited about Sourceless. Sourceless is an outstanding company. So what am I doing? Of course, I talk with people about it. I talk with my family, I talk with my friends, I let them know, hey, come on, listen, get yourself a domain, because if you have a domain, I can send you money, you can transfer money, you have a multi-chain offshore wallet where you can just send your money into it. You have the STR talk opportunities, you have the RS, the artificial intelligence, so tons of advantages. So you talk with people, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of your friends and your companions will say, well, I need definitely 1, 2, 3, or 10 domains for myself and my family. So everybody who you are able to gain for that outstanding product and is going to also purchase a package, you will receive a 10% on every package from your first liners, which is really outstanding. So next point is this entire system runs on a binary system. When I saw that in my first time I saw it, I didn't really understand it, and I'm still in the process of learning, but I can tell you it is quite interesting and it is quite amazing. So just let's go into a little bit deeper into that picture. In a binary system, you have 2 legs. You have your left leg and your right leg. And of course, as I just said, you are talking to people, you are happy with Sourceless, so you talk about it, and you may talk with John. And John is really outstanding involved, and he says, well, I need to have this for me and I want to make business with that. And so you tell John, and John says, okay, I'm going to start. And John is in your left leg, and he is the first partner in your left leg. And then you talk again with your family and you show that around, and people say, well, what you can do, I also can do, and I want to run a business by myself. So you may have Richard in your right leg. So now what's going to happen? You may ask yourself the question, can you only bring in a left person and a right person? Of course not. That would be not, it just wouldn't make any sense. Of course, you can bring in as many people as you want and give as many people as you want the opportunity to start with Sourceless. But let's go a little bit deeper into that binary system. If you want to go on and you talk with people and people and people, and the people will, and you may want to think by yourself where to place them. Of course, you are not only having a left and a right leg, you can put the next person underneath here on that free position in here. So the system will show you where is the free position, either on the left or the right-hand side, and it makes sense to evaluate both sides and make them having gaining members on both sides on an equal base. If you have a look now on this right, this right picture here, where the binary bonus is again shown, it's you on the top of the page, and let's say where John in the left leg is. This left leg made already a salary. They sold the domains very, very quickly, and they earned, remember, 0.8 points per dollar turnover. They earned already 10,000 points in that left leg. Your right leg, where Richard started, has just gained 4,000 points this week. So what does that system do? The system is calculating with a factor of 2 to 1. So it says in your weaker leg, you have 4,000 points. The system is doubling those amount. So you have 8,000 points in your weaker leg. And the surplus, if you deduct 8,000 from the strong leg, where you gained already 10,000 points, the surplus of 2,000 points from this stronger leg will be carried over to the next week, which is great because you start with another 2,000 points in your leg. Important is you need to have one partner in each leg to participate from that binary bonus, and you have to say that twice or 3 times or 4 times to get that really. The binary bonus is paid out infinitely deep worldwide. Worldwide, guys. All right, let's go on to the next sheet. The matching bonus, that's the 4th way. You saw that in the bigger packages. You have already included a matching bonus in those bigger packages. Depending on the domain package you are purchasing, or depending on the carrier level, you receive a 5 to 20% on the binary bonus of your partners down to the 5th level. And that is very well shown in that upcoming slide here. And let me try to explain. This is you on top of your personal structure. And we learned you're not only able to have one left and one right partner. No, you can talk about Sourceless. You can talk about that outstanding domain possibility worldwide, wherever you want. And you can put on or put in partners as much as you want, just talk about it. Anyway, in that sample, it says you have 5 partners directly gained in your 1st level. Those partners are also having new partners because they are also talking about it. You taught them to talk about that problem, about that product, about those outstanding domains. And those second level will have a third level, a fourth level, a fifth level. Anyway, with the matching bonus and the profis, the network professionals underneath you, they know what or how many power a matching bonus is bringing you and what it does for you. All right, here in a sample. Depending on the domain package or career level, you receive a 5 to 20% on the binary bonus of your partners down to the fifth level. And now let's just say in average, and that is a very, very slow calculation. In average, everybody is able to gain 3 partners into that system. So what does it mean? You have brought in 3 partners. Some people of you will bring in 10, others hundreds, others 2, whatever. It's just an average figure, 3 partners. So you teach your 3 partners to also bring in 3 partners. So in your second level, you already have 9. Those 9 are bringing in 3 again. So in your third level, you have 27. That's going on. In the fourth level was 81. And in the fifth level with 243 partners. What does that mean? That is meaning that your partners are receiving a binary bonus round about $200,000, and you will receive a matching bonus depending on your career level from $10,000 to $20,000. I mean, that's a word. Yeah, how to unlock those levels? That's the big question. Either you can do it through your team turnover or instantly with a bonus through the package, through the bigger packages, if you are able to afford such a big package from $10,000 onwards. Okay, let's go once again through all the points. First of all, the 4th way of income. The first way is your shop turnover by selling domains, $99. Every time somebody is purchasing a domain package, you will earn $99 on your account. So again, be clever, purchase a good package that the purchasing price for by yourself is low, then your margin is higher, which is normal. Then you have a 10% direct bonus on the domain packages of your direct partners. Everybody you bring into the system and those packages they purchase, you receive a 10% direct bonus on their packages. Then you have the 10% binary bonus, remember left and right leg, on the weaker leg, the pay leg. Why is that? That's very normal because we all want to work with a strong company. So we get out by the weaker leg and the company receives the turnover from the strong leg, which is great, which is good, and that shall be and is good the way it is. And then for the professionals underneath you, a 5 to 10% matching bonus on the binary bonus of your direct partners down to the 5th level. I mean, guys, just think about on those 4 points. They're really outstanding. All right, you start. What to do? First of all, please get in touch with the person who invited you today to this webinar. Please enroll yourself and purchase a domain package of your choice. I'm very happy that I don't have to say it will come soon because now we got it. We are live. That is great. Please activate your own STR domain. This is available soon by probably next week. Talk to as many people as you can about your new business, which is normal. I mean, if you open up any kind of business, you're talking about your business to gain clients, to gain customers and partners. And please educate yourself and continuously work on your way deeper in the subject. This is very, very important. Every day we have other speakers. With every time you listening, you will grab other important points. And we offer from Monday to Thursday on 6 p.m. German time, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, a German webinar, Saturday at 12 a.m. lunchtime, a German webinar on Wednesday, today, 6 p.m. the English one, and Monday and Wednesday, that's new since 2 weeks, we have it in Czech, in the Czech language. So as soon as you have anybody who is able to understand and a native speaker in the Czech language, please invite them. My lovely colleague Yindra is holding the webinars on Monday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. German time. And now please get out your mobile phones. Here we have a QR code for everybody who is speaking English. You can please scan that QR code. That is the way to a Telegram channel, which is held in English. It's completely anonymous. You have all your international prospects you can put into here. We have all the download sheets. You can just have information in it and you stay up to date. So please download, make a picture and go and join that SASP International channel. For now, for today, I say thank you for your time. Thank you for being interested in Sourceless. It's a wonderful opportunity for all of us, and I hope to see you soon. And now I'm going to stop that. How do you say that? Now I lose the words. Anyways, thank you. I stopped the recording.
Recording stopped.
That was it. And hope to see you soon.
Have a
With
nice evening.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.